Yes, you're precisely right. Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
Ooh. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that intro video. And hopefully there weren't too many ads. Oof, yeah, that took way too long to edit. Oh my god. Ooh. Alright, I am nervous but excited. Gonna have some good shit. Hopefully people recognize where that was from. Okay, so... Alright, nothing left to do but reveal the guys. It is time to reveal the guys. Alright, let me get my notes pulled up. So... right now, we're at peace. No one in the box, besides our mascot. And, well, this guy, you saw these guys die at the end there. We started our run and bookended our run with some deaths of some of the best guys in the game. Just gonna revisit quickly the death box. Fair number of deaths here. CRR, Norman, Wild Bear Scuda, Lily Cove Rival, Pyre, a lot of Magma Hideout guys, Aqua Hideout, Moss Deep Gym, Space Center, just stupid shit, Archie, Juan, a lot of stupid shit here, and some of these guys. But, yeah, if you guys saw Colt's poster, you know a couple of the guys that I'm bringing, so not going to beat around the bush too much. Not Bear Scuda, Basket Legion, sorry. We're bringing the bear. We candied this guy to 100 to just make some of the optionals a little bit easier, but it was pretty obvious that we were bringing this guy. I think only like 5 people have not brought Urshifu to an Elite Four before, and I think every single one of them has been because Urshifu has died. So, we are indeed bringing the bear to the Elite Four. Next guy. So, you guys obviously saw that I lost my Dragapult to something a bit silly. And I will admit, honestly, when calcing the E4, even before that death, I was really not thinking about bringing Dragapult to the Elite Four. I was thinking about bringing another Pokemon. And when I mentioned that, I think it becomes somewhat obvious who I'm going to bring. Welcome to the team, Darugus. And this next guy, if you saw the poster as well, I think you'll know who it is. This guy came as just an absolute freak, enabled just so many cool things that I was able to do on this Elite Four. Welcome to the team, Nursoy. And with that, we have the 4 core types that people often bring to the Elite Four: a fighting type, a dark type, a dragon type, and a fairy type. So now we have a lot of freedom when it comes to who to bring. These 3 were 3 of the Pokemon that from the start, I was basically always planning on bringing the Elite Four. I never really seriously considered swapping them out for anyone else. But there was a fourth as well. This fourth Pokemon is pretty good. It's really good. But was also, to me, someone that I always really just wanted to bring, was kind of a glue-mon for a lot of the strategies I wanted to run. There's one kind of... It does a very different thing, but it is a similar level of glue guy, but I didn't really want to bring this other guy, and I wanted to bring this guy in particular. Well, that's not strictly true. There were times where I didn't really want to bring this guy, but these four were basically always mons that I wanted to bring to this Elite Four to just make everything work. And that fourth mon, without further ado, is Golisopod. Really insane, just one of the best guys in the game, carried me so much through mid-game with all his pivoting shenanigans. Yeah, Golisopod is a really strong Pokemon. And now these last two Pokemon were always pretty up in the air. Went through a lot of different variations of who I wanted to bring, and it took me quite a while to decide on who these last two guys were. But as you can see, in the four guys I have here so far, they're all really strong, but I don't really have anyone that's like a double battle specialist, right? There are, I would say, 3 moves in the game that are stronger than all the rest in double battles, and that would be Fake Out, Protect, and Encore. And of these 4, I don't have anyone that has any of those moves. So I do need someone for double battle. And I had a lot of options. I had a lot of pretty good guys that I could bring. And honestly, when I started calcing, this guy I'm bringing here was not one of my first choices. I did not know if I was going to bring this guy, but this guy costed a lot of resources in terms of heart scales, and I didn't know if I could afford those. But as I proceeded in my calculations, it ended up working out really well. So, without further ado, you know how much Ape Runners like our Fake Out. You know how much Ape Runners like our Fake Out. So welcome to the team Fake Out CC Sneasler. And this last Pokemon, oh man, I spent so long debating over who to bring in this last slot. There were probably 4 or 5 different Pokemon that I spent like a lot of time calcing with. And as recently as 2 or 3 days ago, I was still, you know, considering mixing things up a little bit. But with one of the Pokemon, I couldn't quite, you know, make my Wallace line work. And another one mostly worked, but was a little bit like less safe. And in the end, this Pokemon just made the most sense. It felt very fitting to bring it to the Elite Four. And I know for a fact that some people are going to be calling this Bedge. But welcome to the Team Ape Gang. You were my starter, and we're going to finish things off with you. Now, I know people are going to look at this box and say this is Bedge as fuck, and you would be absolutely correct in saying that. But I have at least 2 things that I'm going to do this Elite Four that have never been done before and are really cool, and I'm going to get to them pretty soon. Some really cool stuff I have planned for this, even though I have just a team of 6 goats, so. It is not quite riskless Puffy, it is very safe, but I am risking a 1 in 256. So I have a lot of goats this box. Primarina is a goat that I didn't really want to bring because I was bringing an Amorous, and not forcing Astros to bring you guy. Yes. Look at these stats. Like, it was going to be really expensive to bring this Primarina, so that's why I didn't bring it. Ursaluna came as Natty Jolly. I scaled the attack and speed, but was someone I strongly considered bringing, but not quite. Gudra Shell Armor, I also considered bringing. Greninja was my Victory Road encounter, but despite having a fairly good nature, did not do quite what I needed him to do as a Dark type on Phoebe. Thank you, Narth. Blaziken was one of the closest guys that almost came to the Elite Four. He very likely could do a lot of the things that Ape needed to do on this Elite Four, but Ape was marginally safer, so I decided to bring Ape. This guy's really cool, though. I almost made some pretty cool Phoebe and Glacial lines work with this guy. Metacham. Natty Adamant is fucking insane, but the scale investment to get from Adamant to Jolly, max out attack and speed, and get Fake Out was just a little bit too much, and Sneasler's higher speed stat definitely came into effect on some of the calcs. Excadrill is a pretty good mon, but didn't really work with any of the lines I wanted to do. Same thing with Latios. And Altaria, I think, is criminally underexplored, but was not quite what I wanted to bring here. Now, I show you all these mons, and these were actually not the mons that I came the closest to bringing. These guys come in the next box. Bug Box 2. So, Zachway brought Vivillon. I was actually looking... I thought that Vivillon had potential before he actually champed this guy, but after the fact, I was like, no, I'm not going to bring this guy. But both Durant and Rabombi, I super strongly considered bringing. I think Rabombi is one of the strongest Pokemon that has not been champed yet that has potential. I don't know if you guys want me to spoil my strats, but I tried so hard to make this guy work, and I was just missing a Dark Shifu. If I had Dark Shifu, I'm positive I could have made this guy work. And Durant actually almost came to the E4 3 days ago. I was calcing late at night, and this guy, let me tell you, this guy does shit, man. Like, let me know if you guys want me to spoil the strats, but it's some cool ass shit, man. Fucking mild hustle Durant with 1 attack IV. Almost was able to come to the Elite Four with no candy, no scales. Now, these are got some meh guys. Some of them have been champed before, some of them I looked at, but... And then we have Ja. We got Ja. But yeah, these are the guys. We can do that first. I'm not gonna run through stats and scales and candies, but I'll show you guys the cool thing first. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was, Duro. I'll expose the strats. So Durant on Glacia singles, if you are Hustle and 31 attack IV, and you have Steel Gem or Choice Band, you can one-shot the Enamorstarian with, or the Enamorous Incarnate. Enamorstarian with Smart Strike. You can one-shot it. And if you are Swarm, if you are in Swarm range, either Bug Gem or Choice Band, plus attack, max attack, first impression, one-shots Calyrex Ice. And even if you're not like that, you can chip it and then sack, and then like finish off with someone else, and then run a 5-mon for the rest of the Elite Four. So Durant actually does shit. And I couldn't quite make the Wallace work with that Durant line, but it's some pretty cool stuff. And then Rabombi skill swap is insanely broken. You can bring Rabombi to all 4 double battles in the Elite Four. On Sydney, you can skill swap the Articuno Galar to get competitive boosts, and then one-shot a bunch of shit. On Phoebe doubles, you can skill swap the Lunala Shadow Shield to both make it take more damage and to help you survive a move and then bait something else next turn. Usually against Giratina plus Lunala, you can use it to let someone one-shot the Lunala and then survive the Poltergeist from Giratina. On Glacia doubles, you can skill swap the Soul Heart from Magearna and sweep a lot of guys. And then on Drake doubles, you can do the Dragon Darts baiting strategy, set up Tailwind, and then use Rabombi plus someone else to sweep Drake. Ideally, I think you want Sceptile and Latios to do that, to have the most options, but there's a variety of ways you can set it up. So Rabombi does super cool stuff. I talked to AG, he also almost brought Rabombi to his Elite Four, but couldn't quite make it work either. So I would strongly encourage people to look at those 2 mons for Elite Four lines. I think they have some really cool potential. But anyways, I know I said I brought a Bedge team, but now it's time for the Based. Let me scroll all the way down. Okay, so I did the Heist, which is a strategy on Tate and Liza to get 2 of the scanner items. These are interchangeable items that you can get in the late game. Normally you only get 1, but if you're able to pull off a very specific sequence of events to steal the leftovers from Hoopa on Tate and Liza, you can get 2 items among the Choice Specs, Choice Scarf, Choice Band, Assault Vest, and Leftovers that can be exchanged for one another, which is really powerful in the late game. At the start, when people were, at the start of the game, this strategy had not been discovered. So a lot of people were like running with only one scanner item in the Elite Four, but after a while, people discovered that you could bring two, and basically everyone was bringing two unless they couldn't do it. Like they didn't have a box that could pull off the heist, right? And I did the heist, obviously, as you can see here, by the fact that I have both a choice specs and a choice scarf. But I only need one of these, actually. I only need one. So I'm gonna get rid of one of them. Now, this isn't the unique part. The unique part is that in the past, when people ran one choice item, it was always either the choice band or the choice scarf. Choice band has incredible synergy with Dragapult, and choice scarf speed is obviously just the most important stat in the game. I am running the Elite Four with only choice specs. First ever solo choice specs Elite Four. That is what I bring to the table. Yeah. All right. So now it's time for some rare candies and smart scales. I have 4 rare candies left, and I'm going to use 3 of them right now, and the 4th one mid Elite Four because I need one guy to be level 99 for some of the battles. So the first candy, I candied Urshifu for an optional just because it made things a little bit simpler. Like it just made something a little bit simpler. So the first guy to go to 100 is going to be Enamorous. Next, we need Golisopod. And finally, we need Sneasler. Hydreigon is going to go to level 100 after Sydney. We have 10 heart skills. I used 3 on Hydreigon to change him from... I don't remember what the exact nature is called, but it was minus special attack plus Spadef, and I changed it to Naive. I made a slight adjustment to one of my lines, I think on Monday, and it technically meant I could have gone Timid over Naive, but I'd already changed it to Naive, and Naive still works, so it is going to be a Naive Hydreigon. So I have 10 heart skills to spend, and we are going to spend them right now. Yes, careful, that's the one. There is nothing there. Let me check how many healing items I have, actually, just in case. Potions, super potions, hyper potions, max potions. Lepaberry status. Yep, I should have everything. Okay, cool. Going to go... And maybe I'm coping a little bit here, but I think people, as Narth said, pay a little too much attention just to like who's bringing you guys on the sheet and not actually like whether or not they're doing anything or like doing anything unique. I think like adding a section to the sheet where it's like what scanner items they brought or something would be cool. But you know, it kind of is what it is, right? All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to maximize IVs. First thing, Enamorous needs to max out its defense. Fucking you guy, true J-Mash. Next thing we need to max is Enamorous' special attack. Let me show you guys what everyone came as Natty, by the way. We need to max out special attack. So Urshifu came with Impish Nature, max attack, high speed, really good bulk. We don't need to change anything here. Hydreigon, we changed the nature. It was Game Corner. So these are all its natural IVs. Enamorous, we maxed out its defense and special attack. It came as natural Timid, which is fucking insane. It's the absolute best nature for this guy, and the fact that we got it natty is crazy. Golisopod came as neutral, natty max speed, pretty solid IVs across the board. Sneasler, I believe this is Lax, yeah. Not great IVs, which is why I didn't use him a ton, and didn't think I could quite bring him to the Elite Four because of these stats. But, pretty cool. And then this is just Ape. Somewhat GMO, but nothing too crazy. So that was our first 2 scales spent. The Sneasler's dying to Calyrex, I can feel it. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Who says I'm doing Glacier singles? It's not that ethical. I didn't script it, but I re-rolled for that 8 before I knew about the script. So next thing we need to do is we need to teach a move. We are going to scale Draining Kiss. Sneasler's not dying to Calyrex. Sneasler's not dying to Calyrex, don't worry. I'll spoil it now. There should be no deaths until Wallace. We are going to delete Play Rough or Draining Kiss here. I just have Mystical Fire in my notes, so I'll do that. Alright, next thing we need to do is we need to change an IV. And we want to maximize Hydreigon's special attack. The next thing we need to do is max Golisopod's HP. Ideally, I would actually have one more scale to mitigate risk, but I do not have that scale, so there is one small range we need to risk. It is one max roll crit. That is the main risk we're taking on his E4. Okay, next thing we need to do, all the remaining scales will be going into Sneasler. I'm going to change nature. Sneasler, we are going from Lax to Adamant. Alright, then we need to max attack. It is not the only risk on the Elite Four, but every other risk is pretty fictional. Like, I think the next biggest risk is like around 1 in 4,000, I think. Might do a shot for every risk. That seemed cool. You'll be fine. That's like 3 shots, I think. So the last thing we need to do... Chill out, cheese. Chill out. Also, did anyone actually get the Attack on Titan reference at the end of the intro video? I did not see a single person comment on that. Alright. And now we should have one more rare candy and no more heart scales. Yep. Alright. Candies. Okay. Next thing we need is we need to teach the moves. First thing, we need to teach... Wait, where's that move? Did I miss it? Wait, am I blind? Where is Smart Strike? Oh, here it is. 49. I thought it was... Okay. Urshifu is going to be doing his best Durant impression with Smart Strike this Elite Four. I want to get rid of Aerial Ace. Alright, next thing is I need Psychic. And I need to teach Psychic to Enamorus. I want to get rid of Play Rough. And the final move, I need to teach Enamorus. You guys will be no weighing here. I need to teach Enamorus Tailwind. Saving the Tailwind TM. Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? There's no way. There's actually no way. Wait, I actually can't do this Elite Four. Um... Oh. Um... I'm actually not porn acting here. I well, this is embarrassing. I can't. Okay. Okay, let me look at one thing real quick. I'm pretty sure I can just replace. I'm just gonna be taking a bigger risk. I'm gonna just reset because I didn't save over it. And I'm gonna just not scale HP on the Glycopod, and I'll be risking a much bigger range. It's now a... If I get crit, it's now a favored range for him to kill me, so... Yeah, okay. I'll just not scale Glycopod HP. I think I need every other scale. Let me just check one or two things real quick. Let me pull up my... Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna overwrite Glycopod's HP scale. Okay. So set nature and IVs. Glycopod is in slot 4. What's its nature? Serious? Serious. Okay, so HP, it's 8, 16, 13, 10, 18, 31. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just taking a bigger risk here. It's fine, I guess. So if you guys look, you can check the VOD. I change its HP, IV back to 8. I need to check a couple of pre-damages just to make sure that they work. But shouldn't be too many issues with this. Yeah, I need to deposit him back in the box because he does not have the right amount of HP. This is genuinely so embarrassing. I cannot believe I missed this. I can't believe I am quite literally, and I'm multiplying my risk by about 10 doing this. You missed me forgetting that, that Enamorous does not learn the Tailwind TM, so I removed a scale that I used to maximize Glycopod's HP, and I'm going to use it to teach Enamorous Tailwind, because it's only a scale move. And I'm just using the script to do it instead of like resetting and like doing this all again by hand, so it's a little bit faster. This is so funny, dude. I am deleting Hurricane for Tailwind. Okay, I'm just using the script to do it instead of going back and using all my skills again, because... okay. So set move, Enamorous is in slot 3. Slot move is in 3, and I need Tailwind. Okay, and then I'm gonna delete my Tailwind TM. Yep, that is the moveset I need. Oh no, take me off the sheet. I can't believe I scripted. I can't discard this, whatever, I don't need it. I'm just gonna fucking dodge the crit, man, I don't care. Okay. No way, not the sheet. Next thing I need is I need to teach Rock Smash to Sneasler. A lot of these moves I don't need until much later, but I'm just doing them now so I don't forget. So let's get rid of Ice Punch. He is indeed Shell Armor. So true, King. Okay. And I need to teach Rock Tomb to Ape. And I need to get rid of Flare Blitz. Okay. And the last thing I need to do is I need to teach Defog. I think some of you guys can see where I'm going with this one, to Hydreigon. Now, what move do you guys think I'm going to delete? I'll give you guys like 30 seconds to guess. What move do you guys think I'm going to delete here? I'm deleting a move. And I wonder what fight I'm going to use this for. I only see one correct answer so far. Cherry is correct. I'm deleting U-turn. I think this is the first time anyone has ever had Roost and Defog on Hydreigon at the same time, probably including Sandbox. I am keeping both Roost and Defog at the same time. U-turn is one of the best moves in the game, and on Hydreigon it's really powerful, especially for the Elite Four. So deleting it is a pretty interesting decision, but it works out for exactly what I need. I do not need U-turn. Okay. Next thing I need to do... Oh wait, I'm in the wrong place. I actually forgot to put this in my notes, which was kind of silly, but... So true, Colt. I will never kill Crawdaunt. Now, how will I kill Crawdaunt? I need to teach Sneasler Poison Jab. I forgot to write that in my notes, but it is something I need to do, and it would be rather bad if I forgot to do that. Fight someone? Almost, Gem. Almost. And we do not need Brick Break. Alright. And I need one more thing. How much more? I have... Okay, I'll do the Golly HP calcs after this. Before my pre-damage. Okay. TMs, I have those TMs, okay. It's been 43 minutes? Well, okay, 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 I have no excuse for that. Okay, I'll speed things up a little bit. I'm going to... Where's mute? I'm gonna mute real quick. I need to spam out a bunch of PP on my Sneasler. I need to get down to 1 poison jab PP. I wonder what I could be doing here. I wonder what I could be doing here. Is there a script for this? I don't think so, right? I'll script a pre-damage. I don't have too much to do, but... I also did have the mistake, to be fair, where I completely forgot Enamorous did not learn, cannot use the Tailwind TM, and it only gets it by scale. And that was like 10 minutes of me being like, what the fuck? EV training? No way. What could I possibly be doing with this strategy? Aha, die. No more Chungus. Alright, just a few more to go. Wait, 3, are you sure? Wait, are you dead ass? Is there any way to check that? I heard, because I heard KTZ talking about it, so I assumed that... Oh, fuck, there's no way, dude. There's no way I missed 2 things in my prep. I know where there's a VOD I can go check. I'm gonna go check that real quick then. Fuck. Playtesting? Playtesting? This is embarrassing. Well, I wouldn't be able to check that because it's different in a double battle, right? Because in a double battle, yes, it's different in a double battle. Because at the end of the turn, like the battle would end and then, or the turn would end and there wouldn't be another attack. So I do need to check this. Fuck. I don't know if there's any optionals. Look at the clip. Okay. Thank you, Sri. I don't have my poison gem. I already used my poison gem. I used my poison gem on Preston Mora. Are you fucking... Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Because yeah. What you said makes sense. The fact that it triggered after he clicked an attacking move would mean that this is the case. Oh my god. I cannot believe I could miss this. I mean, oh my god. I mean, I guess I thought I checked so many things, but I guess not, you know? Shit. Let me just think about it for a few minutes. I'm so sorry for everyone that's just like sitting through all this bullshit because I did not realize these mechanics. Motherfucker. We all know the E4 has not been play tested. I mean, I feel like that's fairly obvious from some of the stupid mistakes I've made. Gosh. Oh my god, Lepa Berry does not trigger at the end of the turn. What else can I do? Or Lepa Berry does not trigger till the end of the turn. Okay. No, that item clearly doesn't work. Fucking bozo, dude. Yeah, he tested it the turn after. Or, like, not the turn after, but end of the turn. Shit. So you'd have to use Poison Gem for that, basically, right? What if I bait an attack into the other slot? Does that work? I don't think it works. Can I teach another move? I have an idea. Oh, right, he doesn't learn that shit. Okay. Yeah, I think wing. I think you're right, wing. I have another idea that I think also works, though. To be fair. Oh, that doesn't do enough damage? What the fuck? Oh no, I didn't change my nature, though. It's a range. Natural Gift Kebia Berry works. Natural Gift Kebia Berry works. Natural Gift Kebia Berry works. The fact that I'm making 2 adjustments pre-Elite 4 this has to be my fun fact in the sheet, man. This has got to be it. Can someone confirm Kebia Berry's, Can someone confirm Kebia Berry's, base power, please? If it's 80, as listed on Bulbapedia. Are the resist berries 80? The most cinema prepped session. So true. So true, King. Well, the calc could be wrong. The calc says it does the damage I need, so... getting rid of Rock Smash. Okay, calc gets it right? Okay, cool. Alright. Let me make some small adjustments then to my plan. The Sneasler means Kebia Berry. Okay. And I need to... There's a rock smash there. 3 damages. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. I think the more impressive thing than anything is the fact that I actually found solutions to all this bullshit. So in that case, I don't need to reduce any PP. Source code? Okay, great. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Let me just make sure that everything else is going to be correct. Okay. Alright, great. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. I don't know. Probably just internet shit. Okay. Okay, let me just check all my pre-damages. So for this guy, we need to be... So that stays the same. Nothing changes there. For this, nothing changes there. For this one, nothing changes there. For this one, let me check real quick. We are at 32, definitely ejects. Oops, wrong fight. Let's do 170. Let's do 176, I think. 176 should be good. Okay. Okay. And then for this last guy, I just need that to kill, so it should be the same. Wait, I need mineral of that. 55. Call it. Call it 181 to 170. 70. 181. And then that should be the exact same because I just need to be able to show kill to that. Okay. Okay, cool. That should be everything in my notes fixed. I just need to do a couple pre-damages. Should be everything. Let me just check my notes one more time. Thank you so much for catching that Lepaberry shit, by the way. I would have fucked myself on that. Okay. Let me talk to these guys first. So, first thing we need to do is, I'm just going to use a script for this. I really couldn't be bothered to waste. I wasted your guys' time enough. I don't need to waste any more. I need to pre-toxic Urshifu. And I need to pre-damage Golisopod. What slot is that? Slot 6. To 175. Pre-toxic Urshifu. That should be pre-toxic, because if it is pre-poison, I can truck. And Golisopod at 175. Okay, great. Next for items. Lepaberry. Hydreigon also wants the Lepaberry. Enamorus wants the Choice Specs. Urshifu wants the black belt. Infernape wants the Iron Ball. And Sneasler wants a Citrus Berry. Let me just paste everyone into the calc real quick. Get in there. Shifu and Hydreigon, okay. Okay, that should do it. All right, here we go. Gonna heal Urshifu up. Thank you guys so much for the patience. I know I waited a full fucking hour to get here, but some things happened. But here we go. So, you guys know how it works. Elite Four, 2 double battles, 2 single battles. You can choose which fights you want to do in doubles, which fights you want to do as singles. Now, once you see what I'm going to do for Sydney, you'll kind of probably know or be able to guess what I'm going to do for everybody else. I have Sneasler, one of the best guys for Sydney doubles. But I don't have Primarina. So what am I going to do? Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. Let me explain the rules. You will face 4 of the greatest trainers in the region. To truly test your battling skills, we require a balance of 2 single and 2 double battles. You're free to choose which members to battle in each style. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. So you tell me, what's it going to be? We are doing Sydney singles. And I bet some people can immediately guess what I'm going to be doing for the rest of Elite Four from this. Alright, Sydney leads off with a Greninja. Double hazards. The first risk happens on turn 1. Greninja has a 1 in 240 chance to go for an attack over hazards here. If it goes for an attack and crits and gets the highest roll crit, I immediately wipe here. But that is greater than a 1 in 60,000 chance. I need him to not do that. I'm going to click First Impression here, bring him down to his Focus Sash. If it goes for an attack, that is 100% fine. Protean, what's he got? Poison, Toxic Spikes, totally fine. We do not care how many layers of hazards he gets up, at all. And then we're going to click Sucker Punch until he attacks us and then dies. We have Lepa Berry, it's not necessary. He can only get up 5 layers of hazards max, because that's the maximum for Spikes and Toxic Spikes. We are going to eventually kill him. Edge? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. Let me know when done. Alright, looks like we're good. I'm gonna click an attack now. Alright, he attacked. We're killing him with Sucker Punch. Now, this is gonna bait out Fast Kill from, what's that fucker? Necrozma at this HP. This is Fast Kill with max roll of Photon Geyser. We're gonna switch to Hydreigon here, who obviously just floats over all the hazards. If he had gone for Dark Pulse and ejected us, I would have been able to eject into Infernape, who kills with Fake Out, and then baits Fast Kill from Necrozma just the same. We technically don't need Iron Ball, but it works just fine. Now, let me look at a calc real quick. Plasma. The reason we have both Defog and Roost is because this enables us to keep hazards off while staying high HP to bait the right Pokemon, which is really powerful in this Necrozma. All its attacks do not do very much to Hydreigon here, so... and we were initially going naive, so that it could never knock off, so that Heat Wave was always highest damage. Initially, we were level 100, but that showed kill to something we didn't want to show kill to later, so that's why we're level 99 right now. Max roll crit of Dark Pulse can kill, so we want to defog away the hazards first here. We're going to click defog here. He's almost always going to click rocks, that is fine. Hydreigon always wins this 1v1 here. Okay, went for Heat Wave. Burn is fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Okay, now we are fine to go for Dark Pulse once. Now, ideally, we want to end here above 102 HP and below 295. Okay, that's rocks. We need to defog these rocks away here. Like, technically, this is a place we can lose, but it's so unlikely for this Necrozma to, like, fuck us up, but it is theoretically possible. I have Lepa Berry also for more Roost PP. Okay, Heat Wave. This HP is fine to kill him at. Dark Pulse will kill this turn, and we will bait out Urshifu Dark for fast kill here. So, at level 99, we underspeed this Urshifu, but at 100, we would outspeed this guy. So that's why we're level 99, to just barely underspeed this guy. And now it's time for Enamorus to put on an absolute fucking clinic here. This is guaranteed close combat fast kill here. It cannot go for anything else. Now this is going to drop its defenses, which allows us to kill through Roselli Berry with Choice Specs, Draining Kiss, and heal us up to full HP. He's going to go for a Sucker Punch here, but it's fine. It's never going to kill us, and we heal up to full. Now, because we're holding the Choice Specs, it's going to affect what baiting comes out next. The AI does not see that we're locked into a move, but it sees the boost from Choice Specs, meaning we show Fast Kill to Nidoking with Psychic. We show Fast Kill to Yveltal with Moonblast. We do not show a kill to base Gyarados, so it's going to go base Gyarados. And now, it's in. It sees that we're locked into a move. It does not see that we guarantee have a fast to it KO, so it can go for Dragon Dance. It is fine if it goes for Dragon Dance here. We are going to switch into Urshifu here. This can either go for Waterfall or Dragon Dance, we do not care which. I see Nart's copy pasta. Where are the copy pastas for this run? You gotta make fun of me for fucking up all my plans. You guys slacking. Dragon Dance, it is totally fine. We are pre-toxic. We cannot be pre-poisoned because after 2 Toxic Kicks plus max roll plus 1 crit Earthquake, we are never dead. If we were poisoned, we would be dead. This is Impish Urshifu. Why it's so good. Black Belt Close Combat kills this guy. And he didn't even crit. We didn't even show off the Impish tech. This is going to be a second tick of Toxic. Now, we are 1 speed faster than this Nidoking. So it is never going to go Nidoking. Instead, it is going to go Yveltal for fast kill. I think it's always Oblivion Wing, but even if it was random move, it would be fine. We are able to switch into Enamorus, who tanks random move and never dies. We don't need to fuck around with Prim here, hoping we heal enough with Draining Kiss, whatever. We have the real fairy type. Moonblast just fucking kills. Last Mon, Nidoking. It sees kill with several moves. It doesn't matter what it goes for. The only thing it cannot go for is Earth Power, which means it is always safe to switch into Sneasler here. Even if it had gone for Ice Beam, which is the highest damaging move on Sneasler, and Maxwell crit, we are holding a Citrus Berry to ensure that this following turn, the only move that Nidoking can go for is Earth Power. And we're switching back to an Amorous, baby. We played this guy like a fiddle. We're killing the Psychic here. Let's go. 1 down, 4 to go. Under Freebie. Now, Phoebe here, she gave me so much trouble calculating this bitch, man. Like, I don't have any of the really good physical attacking dark types. I don't have an Absol, I don't have a Dark Urshifu, I don't have a Weavile. So, Phoebe really constrained my team building a lot here. And as a result, it's why she's the riskiest fight. Initially, I was going to risk a 1 in 256 on my Gliscopod to eject, but because I fucked up and I did not end up actually having the heart scale for Gliscopod's HP, now dies to 5 and 8 crit rolls. And I'm not recooking my shit. I'm just going to run it up without the HP scale. It's going to be fine. We dodge this shit. I hate that it's this risky, but it is what it is, man. I really don't care. Alright. Let me make sure I do everything. First thing I want to do is I need to level up Hydreigon to 100 now. Rare Candy. Hydreigon. Next thing we need to do is we need to teach Earth Power to Enamorous. Earth Power. Saving Earth Power TM, very powerful for this. Fairy ground coverage is really insane. We no longer need Psychic. Nobody has ever gotten a high roll crit. True, King. So true. Okay. Next, I want to restore PP to all my moves. Pulse. I don't know if I'm ever clicking Defog or Roost again, but I might as well PP up them. I have enough. Oh, I did not use Roost at all. I did not fucking need Roost, okay. Enamorous needs Draining Kiss. And Enamorous also needs Moonblast. Urshifu needs Close Combat. And then Ape and Sneasler do not click any moves, okay. Okay, pre-damages. So Sneasler needs to be at 271 to 280 HP. Put that in the calc real quick. Has to be 271 to 280, okay. Potion. To use it on Sneasler. So Sneasler can be at a max of 280 HP. Okay, 277 is fine. Next guy that needs to be pre-damaged is Enamorous does not need a pre-damage because we have Hydreigon pre-damage to where we want. So Hydreigon needs to be at 262 max. I think we can get exactly to 262, which is perfect. Let me just check that 262 is indeed correct. Yes, 262. So I have a potion. Hydreigon. Alright, no more. No more. I want an Oranberry now. Oranberry. And we want to use that on Hydreigon. Okay. And then the last guy, let's heal Enamorus up. Max potion. We want to use it on Golisopod and Enamorus. So, Urshifu's pre-damaged, Sneasler's pre-damaged, Hydreigon is pre-damaged. Okay. So next thing, I'm just going to set Urshifu's HP instead of running around. Urshifu needs to be exactly 255 HP. Pull up the script, just use the script. What slot is Urshifu in? Slot 4 right now, right? Slot 4. Scripting. Set. No, pre-damage. Slot 4. 255. 255 HP on Urshifu. Perfect. Okay. So, next, we have slots. Urshifu in slot 1. Sneasler in slot 2. We have Golisopod here. Enamorus. Hydreigon, and Infernape. So Urshifu needs to be holding the Roselli Berry. Next, Sneasler needs to be holding the Kebia Berry. Where's the Kebia Berry? Thought I didn't have it for some reason. I know I grabbed all the type resist berries. Golisopod needs the Roat Berry. Everyone's holding a berry here. Like, actually everyone's holding a berry here except for one person. Which is pretty funny. Roat. Where's my Roat? I know I have like 2 more. Hydreigon needs the Haban Berry. And it should not come up, but Infernape needs the Pasho Berry. There is some slight fiction in which the Pasho Berry is important, but it's very unlikely to come up. And last but not least, Enamorus needs the Ground Gem. There we go. Let me just check something in the calc one more time. Okay, okay. I did give Sneasler the Kebia Berry. Urshifu has Roselli. Sneasler has Kebia Berry. Golisopod has Roat Berry at full health. Ground Gem on Enamorus. Hydreigon is pre-damage and holding a Haban Berry, and then Pasho Berry here. Make sure I have all the moves I need. Adding that. Adding that. Adding that. Okay. I'm going to pre-roll some ads, and then I'm going to run to the bathroom and then be right back. Kebia Berry also activates Natural Gift. Alright, I'm back. Let me make sure I have my slots right real quick. Urshifu should be in slot 1, Sneasler should be in slot 2, okay. Doubles. No worries, MLO. This is the demon. This is basically all the remaining risk. If I dodge the fiction here, I win. The remaining 3 battles should all be riskless unless I miss something. Urshifu kills this guy with Surging Strikes. Sneasler clicks Fake Out and Decidueye. Unless I miss something. That never happens, right? We don't care about Protect. We have Unseen Fist. Now, this is the special part about this line, what I finally found that just made everything work. Normally, Lunala is the most common Pokemon to come in after you kill either Chandelure or Decidueye. Sneasler is a very unique Pokemon in that it does not bait Lunala. Instead, it baits Giratina. Basically, the whole setup I will explain later was about getting a very particular position, getting 2 Pokemon across from 2 other Pokemon. It was very easy to get them in the slots reversed, but getting them this way fixes so many things. This is where the first piece of fiction comes in. I'm having Urshifu click Smart Strike on Giratina. It's fine if it crits, but it introduces some slight fiction that can happen. We'd really prefer to not crit here. And now Sneasler is holding the Kasib Berry, and with Natural Gift, it allows me to kill Decidueye, consuming my item, before Giratina is able to attack. Giratina sees only kill into Sneasler with Poltergeist. No kills in Urshifu this turn, so Giratina will fail Poltergeist here. Poltergeist fails. Very important. If this doesn't crit, that'd be ideal. Okay, no crit. No crit. Now this is a turn that actually has fucking risk. Way more risk than I initially planned. 10 times more because I forgot something because I'm stupid. Because of the additional toxic damage that Urshifu just took, Giratina, which before never saw a kill into Urshifu, now always sees kill with only Dragon Pulse, never Poltergeist. And Lunala, because I'm holding a Roselli Berry, only sees kill with Moongeist Beam into Urshifu. Neither slot sees kill into Sneasler, meaning Sneasler gets a free switch. Urshifu switches to Glycopod. Glycopod dies to 10 out of 16 crit rolls from Lunala Meteor Beam. It is holding a Roat Berry to break its Shadow Shield. Initially, only one in 16 crit rolls killed, but because I forgot that Enamorus did not get Tailwind by TM and only by Scale, I did not have that Scale to spend on Glycopod, so I need to dodge this fucking Fiction. And then Sneasler uses his free switch to switch into Hydreigon here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, please dodge this crit. Glycopod, you got this. You're a fucking legend. You're a fucking legend. Okay. The rest of the Elite Four is riskless. The rest of the Elite Four is now riskless. And now, on this Dragon Pulse, we are able to switch into Enamorus. Okay. Now, Giratina sees no kills into anyone because Hydreigon is holding a Haban Berry. Hydreigon shows a fast kill to Giratina, so Giratina is forced to click Shadow Sneak into Hydreigon. Meanwhile, Lunala, were you going to kill before it gets to move? Enamorus is going to take its turn, setting up Tailwind here. Meanwhile, Hydreigon is going to kill this Lunala with Dark Pulse now that we broke its Shadow Shield with the Roat Berry. Now, this is the position that I wanted to set up. I needed Hydreigon across from Giratina, which is really fucking hard to set up because Hydreigon shows fast kill to Giratina. But if you can bait Giratina out first, then you can get this set up because I need Enamorus to be baiting next. And this is the really cool thing that I found. I'll explain in a second as Lunala goes down. So the way Switch AI works in this game, particularly with Mega Pokemon, is that the Switch AI sees the Pokemon in its base form with its base stats and base ability instead of its Mega. Therefore, base Gengar shows a slow kill to full health Enamorus, baiting in Gengar. It's slow kill because I have Tailwind set up. However, Gengar right now has Levitate, so I don't show it a kill with Earth Power. But when it Mega Evolves, it loses the Levitate ability, gaining Shadow Tag, which means that Enamorus can now outspeed and kill here. Meanwhile, Hydreigon is able to kill Giratina with Draco Meteor. You do exactly enough damage to one-shot it with Smart Strike Mineral into Draco Meteor Mineral. We wipe the field here. We're going to get Shadow Snuck again on Hydreigon. This is a turn that made this work. I did not have a good Gengar counter, but setting up Tailwind and figuring out how to get Enamorus to kill the Gengar was fucking sick. Normally people do this with Excadrill, but I just broke this fucker's ankles. Let's go. Double kill. Last Mon Blastoise, perfect planning. No, I don't think Blastoise sees any kills here. It could see kill into Hydreigon with Focus Blast, but that is fine. It's either going to Fake Out or Focus Blast the Hydreigon slot. Enamorus is going to switch into Infernape. It's never targeted. And Hydreigon is going to switch into Sneasler on either Fake Out or Focus Blast, and it takes both. There was also additional fiction. Basically, if the Smart Strike crit Giratina, Enamorus could also show kill to the Giratina, so Giratina could Shadow Sneak the Enamorus, and if we got basically double max roll crit, Enamorus could die, and if it got double Shadow Sneak, high rolled, it could show kill to Blastoise Muddy Water, and then if Blastoise went for Muddy Water over Fake Out into either slot, and got an accuracy drop, things could get problematic. It's also why I went Pasho Berry on Ape here. But, it was like fairly fiction. It's like I'd have to crit into like 1 in 64, I think. Something along those lines. So Ape is going to click Fake Out. Sneasler is going to click Close Combat here. I mean, Blastoise is just a demon in double battles, so that's why Blastoise is here. Okay, when Peter's out, that's fine. We're faster than both, obviously. Sneasler just killed this guy. Alright, everything should be riskless now. It did become a ghost type. Hoennian Blastoise, just like Cheesemo's Hoennian Torterra. Alright. Prep. I need to... First, I can heal everyone to full health here. I believe. I don't need anyone pre-damage for Glacia. You don't need pre-damage, you don't need pre-damage. You can always eject. You don't need pre-damage, you don't need pre-damage, you don't need pre-damage, okay. We don't need any more pre-status either. We can just use our max potions here. True. Time to take Ursaluna out. Alright, now let's heal PP. Found my Lepa berries. Dude, Glacia's Calyrex is gonna farm me, man. God damn. Bro's a beast. Close combat. I clicked Fake Out. And I need Natural Gift. I mean, I'm not going to click Natural Gift anymore, so I don't know why I fucking did that, but... Glyspod did not click a move there. Enamorus needs... I'm not clicking Earth Power anymore, too. I need Tailwind. And I need... Hydreigon needs Draco. And... Dark Pulse. And Ape also needs... Just Fake Out, I think. Okay. So, I'm gonna teach TMs. I don't need them right now, but I'm just gonna do it to do it. I need Rock Smash on Sneasler. And I no longer need Natural Gift. Okay. Next thing that I can just do now is I can teach Rock Tomb to Enamorus. I wonder what Enamorus could be doing with Rock Tomb, guys. I wonder. I no longer need Earth Power. Okay. So next is items. Okay. Urshifu needs the eject button. Golisopod does not need an item. Importantly, we do not want a Citrus Berry here, actually. Sneasler wants the Life Orb. Enamorus does not need an item. Hydreigon wants the Focus Sash. And Infernape wants the Fire Gem. Fire Gem. I'm just reviewing my notes again real quick. Okay. So, as some people surmised, with this box, there's only really one thing we can do on Glacia. There's still one double battle left and one single battle left. And if I take one of them here, it means I am forced into a particular line or particular fight on Drake. And that means I'm doing Glacia singles. Drake doubles. Crawdon 2. Urshifu is a perfect lead here. Surging Strike just kills this guy. Holy shit, guys. How did I just get 3 crits in a row? I must be the luckiest man in the world. And this guy said riskless? This base out an Amaris for slow kill here. We are able to switch to Gallicipod here, who always ejects to Moonblast, never dies to crit. The HP skill did not matter here. We eject into Sneasler. Fake out. And with the Life Orb, even after his Leftovers recovery, Fake Out into Poison Jab always kills. You could do the same thing with Poison Jam, or not Poison Jam, with Choice Band here, but hey man, I gotta go for the Mono Specs E4. Now, I show Fast Kill to Abomasnow. I show Fast Kill to Arctivish. And I show Fast Kill to Kyurem. The only mon that can go here is Calyrex. This is random move between High Horsepower and Glacial Lance. Both are fine. We're going to switch into Hydreigon here. It is holding a Focus Sash, so it never dies to Glacial Lance. Now he has to go for Glacial Lance again, because we are levitating and are not affected by High Horsepower. And we don't need a U-turn here. We just hard switch into Ape, who always survives Glacial Lance. We always survive natural crit. We click Fake Out. Give it up one more time for the OG. Fake Out, Fire Gem, Overheat. Send this horse back to the stables. And now, we show Fast Kill to Abomasnow here. However, we just barely don't show Fast Kill to Arctivish. So we show Slow Kill, or both Arctivish and Kyurem White see Slow Kill on us. It's going to go to the first one in team order, which is Arctivish. And I think you guys see where this is going from here. Switch to Urshifu. If we had gotten crit, we could have baited Blizzard, which would have been fine even if it had missed. But this should always be Vicious Red now. We take our eject out. We eject on Whirlpool, so nothing to worry there if it had somehow missed and gone for Whirlpool later. And we go to Sneasler. And Sneasler. Hope you guys can count. That's 1. Now it's Abomasnow. Time to click the funny button. Fuck Dark Bear. Sneasler's the GOAT. Who needs Dark Bear? Choice Specs, Moonblast, Draining Kiss, Psychic, Earth Power, Bozo. That's 2. And last but not least, Kyurem White. Legendary Pokemon from Unova. But what's a legend to a twink? And that's 3. 3 down, 2 to go, baby. Finally, we have Drake here. All right, let me pull up my notes for Drake. Okay. So first thing I'll do, I'll restore PP. Should be pretty simple. Drake doubles, baby. 10 people have done Drake doubles before. I'm going to be the 11th. Some people are not going to be too surprised at what's going to happen. Yeah, Falto knows what's up. Falto does know what's up. Out. I cannot take credit for this Drake double strategy, but it is a good one, and it is riskless, so... Where's my Latios Clefable? No way! Soy! I don't need anything here. Fake out. Overheat. And Enamorous did not click any moves, so PP has been restored. Rock Tomb has been taught. So the first guy I need to pre-damage is Hydreigon. Okay. So, Hydreigon, I have to give it 2 Citrus Berries. And... okay. Give me a Super Potion on Hydreigon here. Should just need one more. Okay. No more healing of Hydreigon. Next, we need Golisopod to be 181 or below. Let me just check that number again real quick, though, to be safe. 181 HP. 46. 46, 126. Wait, no, that's not right. Let me grab my calculator. I think I did the math wrong. 172 max, I will go. No. Yes. Okay, 172 max on Golly. Can't believe I wrote that wrong in my notes. 72 to 163. Okay. These Oran Berries for this. So we'll go to 165 HP. Alright, everyone else can go up to full health. So Urshifu can go to full health. Sneasler can go to full health. And Infernape can go to full health. Then I just need items. Okay. We can do that. Does it matter? Okay, it shouldn't matter. I can just do that. Hydreigon gets a Dragon Gem. Enamorous needs Expert Belt. Black Belt is going to go on Urshifu. Golisopod, no item. Infernape needs Rock Gem. And Sneasler does not need anything. Okay, I'll just take Sneasler's item then. You can keep his Life Orb, sure. I don't think he comes in at all, even, to be fair, so I'll just keep his Life Orb on him. Okay, so I need Hydreigon in slot 1. And, oops. And Enamorous in slot 2. Give me Urshifu. Give me Golisopod. And Ape and Sneasler. Okay. Import the guys in the calc. Should have calced the ranges enough times, but I mean, I can just... might as well take a look again, right? Okay. Everything is correct. All right. Rival Drake. You're going down. Drake doubles. I cannot take credit for this strategy I'm gonna use. Terra was the first one to use the strat, and Nathan Mellons later used the same thing. But it is very effective and very cool. And I will explain everything that happens here. So, Dragapult and Suicune. This is really demon because Suicune can set up Tailwind, Dragapult has a Focus Sash and screens. It's really annoying to deal with this pulp. But there's a bug in this game where if Dragapult wants to click Dragon Darts, normally on cartridge, Dragon Darts is a smart move, meaning that if there's a fairy type on the field, the Dragon Dart will direct away from the Enamorus and hit the Hydreigon. Even though the AI sees that both go into Hydreigon, normally in doubles, the darts split, which is normally how it's supposed to work. But there's a bug where it's not smart. So basically, Dragapult sees a kill into Hydreigon, so it's going to go for darts. One dart is going to go into Hydreigon, which is never going to kill it, and one is going to go to Enamorus, which is not affected by it. This allows us to partner up and get the kill on Suicune with Dragon Gem, Draco Meteor, and Moonblast before it can move. One crit never kills. The fact that we did not get crit there is fairly nice because it means it's always going to be Dragon Darts the following turn as well. Special attack drop does not matter there. I was like, wait, what is it using? But then I forgot it was Dragon Gem Draco. Now, Expert Belt Enamorus shows fast kill to every single Pokemon in the back, including base form Salamence. So it goes in team order, which is Zygarde. Now, this is the really cool part. Basically, Zygarde sees that Enamorus has a fast kill on it with its top roll of Moonblast. That means it gets a plus 11 boosted score to Extreme Speed, because it is a priority move, damaging move on enemy fast kill. However, Extreme Speed is also the only move that it has that can damage Enamorus, because 1000 Waves and I think it's like Breaking Swipe or something does not affect Enamorus. Meaning, it also gets the plus 6, plus 8 score from the Extreme Speed. And this is additive to the plus 11, meaning that Zygarde has a plus 17 score on Enamorus with Extreme Speed. This means that it's always going to go for that, even over Fast Kill. So it's going to be spamming Extreme Speed into Enamorus until it runs out of its 5 PP. We're going to abuse the absolute living hell out of this. Hydreigon is going to switch to Urshifu on the Dragon Darts here. Oh shit, did my internet go out again or something? I see my thing buffering. Hopefully it did not. Stream says it should still be live. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're still live. Okay. So Hydreigon, again, switches to Urshifu. And Enamorus is going to take this turn to set up a Tailwind. Yeah, I just saw my plan in the Google Doc buffering, so I was like, oh, hopefully my internet didn't go down again. Now, the reason we scaled defense on Enamorus is basically to ensure that if Zygarde Maxroll crits Extreme Speed every single turn, we are never dead to it. Now, we have Tailwind up, we are faster than everything. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. So Urshifu is going to click Surging Strikes on Dragapult. Enamorus is going to click Draining Kiss. Urshifu, Surging Strikes. Enamorus, Draining Kiss. We're going to be healing up, constantly out of range of Maxroll crit of Zygarde with this Draining Kiss. And no matter our HP, it's always going to be forced to click Extreme Speed. Now, important to note, that was 2 Extreme Speeds clicked from Zygarde. And because we have Tailwind up, we're both faster than Dragapult here. Now, it's going to go to first slow kill that is not fast killed. On the Urshifu side, this is Zekrom. And we're going to kill Zekrom before it gets to move. Urshifu is going to click Close Combat. And Enamorus is once again going to click Drain Kiss. This is the third Extreme Speed. Double Mineral of these two moves barely kills Zekrom when Urshifu has a black belt as well, so this works out perfectly. Now, this is our last turn of Tailwind here, so we need to set things up correctly so the end game works out. Urshifu shows a fast kill to Charizard, but not Salamence, which is why Salamence comes in here. Intimidate doesn't matter. So, Urshifu is going to switch to Infernape here. Meanwhile, Enamorus is going to click Moonblast and kill Salamence. Even Mega Salamence, it's super physically bulky, but not nearly as specially bulky. So Mineral from Moonblast with extra belt exactly does enough damage to kill Salamence. Now, Tailwind is going to peter out, and Zygarde is on its last PP of Extreme Speed here. I could technically stay in here, but if Zygarde max roll crit all 5 Extreme Speeds on Enamorus, max roll crit could kill Enamorus here, so I have to switch out. What's going to happen here is that Infernape is still not targeted by Zygarde because it sees the plus 17 on Enamorus. It is going to Rock Gem, Rock Tomb, kill the Charizard, and Enamorus is going to switch to Gliscopod on Extreme Speed and get ejected here. This is its last PP of Extreme Speed. Playing around all the crits here. And we're going to go back into Enamorus now that it has no more Extreme Speed PP. And Rock Gem, Rock Tomb kills the Charizard. And the fact that it's just barely is actually kind of wild, but... I guess. And now, the two of these guys kill with Overheat into Moonblast. At level 99, Ape is 1 speed faster than Enamorus, so it can never get its father form. And even if Enamorus were to go first, it wouldn't matter because the way the father form ability works is that it procs at the end of the turn, rather than mid-turn. That is riskless Drake doubles. We're on to Wallace. All right. Wallace plans. Okay. I don't remember exactly how it works, so I'm just going to do all my prep here before going into Wallace's room. First thing to do is heal up everyone's PP. Where's the fucking Lepaberry? Here it is. Okay. Hydreigon, Draco. Wallace is riskless. Draining Kiss. I'm not clicking some of these moves, but I'm just doing it. Just because. Urshifu, what did I click? I clicked close combat, right? Oh, I can climb the stairs. Okay, I'm just gonna do this all here to be safe. Glisopod has not clicked a move in a while. Infernape. I don't think I'm clicking Overheat, but I do lose a couple of friends. But winning is the only thing that matters. Sneasler did not click anything. Okay. I do need to teach a move. I need to teach Misty Explosion to Enamorous. Misty Explosion. And Rock Tomb, we no longer need your services, my friend. Okay. I need to heal up everyone except for Glisopod here. And Glisopod is actually at the correct HP. I don't need to heal Glisopod either. So I don't need to heal him at all. Okay, next items. Sneasler needs Life Orb, which he is holding already. Glisopod needs the Bug Gem. Item doesn't really matter on this guy, but I'm going to give Dragon Fang to Hydreigon because it's in my notes. Infernape means the Fighting Gem. And surprise, surprise, Urshifu needs Mystic Water. Who could have seen this one coming, guys? Yeah. Glisopod is holding the Bug Gem at 117 HP. Let me just check. Yep. O2, thank you for the raid, my friend. How was your stream? Hydreigon has the Dragon Fang. We are at Wallace's room. Ooh, I forgot to give this guy his item. That would have been bad. This is why we check. Enamorous needs the Choice Specs, his signature item. Wait, where the fuck is my choice? Okay, there he is. Infernape is holding the Fighting Gem. And Urshifu should be holding the Mystic Water. Okay. Only one more thing to do. One more step. And we go into our last battle. Let me compose myself for a bit for a sec. All right. One more thing to do. Yeah, thanks for shouting out Narth there. That incident in Sutapa City is superb work. Putting an end to that crisis all by yourself. It wouldn't be fair to say that you alone ended the crisis. You overcame that difficult situation by working as one with your Pokemon. We trainers raise Pokemon giving them items and by teaching them new techniques for battle. But we ourselves also learn many things from Pokemon, and this is where your achievements are put to the test against what others like you have achieved. Now, who can most elegantly dance with their Pokemon in Hoenn? Show me right here and now. DJ, turn it up. Kyogre, Primal. We could kill this guy with Sneasler, but that would introduce some 50-50 Barraskewda shit. I ain't playing around with that. I have Deathless Wallace. I'm gonna take it. Sneasler is gonna Rock Smash Kyogre, dropping his defense. One less attack for the hero that I never thought this run needed. Sneasler, you're the fucking GOAT. Switch in Golisopod. After Sneasler did the hard work dropping this guy's defense, Golisopod comes in and kills this guy with the first impression. Kyogre, you might be a god, but what is a god to a bug? First impression, send this guy to the Shadow Realm. At this HP, we bait out Barraskewda for fast kill. It is always liquidation, never flip turn. No flip turn 50-50s this time. I don't need to click Sucker Punch. I'm not going to. 07's Golly. No double ejects on this Elite Four. Yeah, that's right. It actually can miss the range and not kill. But I certainly abused my double ejects. Absolute GOAT of the run. '07's, buddy. You were a real one. Let's go Hydreigon here. We're never dead to liquidation. One last Draco drop. Send this bitch packing. This is Palkia. I'm not going to fuck around and deal any damage to it. It has fast kill. I'm going to just let it fast kill. I'm not going to try and deal any damage to it. Because it could infinitely miss Hydro Pump in theory, so I'm just going to click like fucking Defog here. Wallace, you might be in the lead for Pokemon down, but not for long. Enamorus, you are the choice specs. A lot of people use Fairy Gem for this shit. Who means Fairy Gem? Choice specs Moonblast, send this bitch packing. There's some weird AI shenanigans with exploding moves. This is always Goodra. Even if it takes them into account, Misty Explosion means I show fast kill to everyone. This is always Goodra for slow kill with Heavy Slam. We switch into the one that started it all, Infernape. We tank this Heavy Slam. Close combat, send this bitch packing. Relax too? Relax with my Dragapult. You're not a real dragon type. Close combat, Bozo. This baits Manaphy for slow kill. Ape, my friend. You're the one that started it all. You're the frag leader by almost 3 times second place. Fuck Turtle, fuck Penguin. You're the GOAT. Leftovers, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna do like 200% damage to you. Enamorus, you enabled so much in this Elite Four. Natty Timid made Drake Doubles your bitch. You might have costed a scale that I didn't think I needed, and made some things a little sus. But in the end, you were the real go to this Elite Four, man. Misty Explosion, take this bitch down with you. Manaphy down. And then there was one. Swift Swim, Mega Swampert. Shifu. You're the GOAT. You've taken down Mega Swamperts before. Archie, Bozo. I don't remember if you killed the one in Victory Road, but you're killing one more Mega Swampert here, my friend. Surging Strikes. Swampert, you ain't shit. We dodged the fiction. We had 3 more riskless fights. And now we beat Run&Bun. Oh, let's fucking go. And that's Run&Bun. Started playing this game 11 months ago. So much in life was different back then. A lot has changed, a lot has stayed the same, but goddamn did we make it. This game has consumed far too much of my life. And we got it. Hey, there was no steering this Elite Four. All the steering happened in the hour of prep, alright? All the steering happened in prep. Everything else went according to plan. Perfectly cooked. Shit was cooked like a well-done steak. I was not gonna make you guys wait for me to cook another fucking E4. I just risked 10 times more rolls on one crit. Fuck that shit. We ball. Alright, Sneasler. Gliscopod. Hydreigon. Enamorus. Infernape. Urshifu. 6 goats, 1 pair of sunglasses. Enamorus, you earned those choice specs. You earned those choice specs. Alright, that's it. Yeah, that was an interesting run. My heart genuinely stopped when I realized I missed both of those things with the Lepaberry as well as Enamorus not learning Tailwind. Like, I literally knew that I had to scale Draining Kiss because I didn't get the Draining Kiss TM. But for some reason, I just completely missed that was the same thing for Tailwind, so that's on me, I guess. I don't know if I would have run a different line or if I would have just risked the higher crit on Golly, but at the end of the day, it's what I ran. The natural gift thing was actually pretty good of me. Like, people were suggesting different things, and I'm just like, fuck it, we natural gift here. Actually, someone might have suggested it, but I don't remember if it was before or after I thought of it, but it doesn't matter. We won. Yeah, sounds good, Colt. I'll let you know. I'll just, like, yap for a little bit, and despite the fact that I literally pre-cooked 2 things this Elite Four, I still got it done fairly quick. Like, 10-minute intro vid, and still done in, like, 2 hours, 10 minutes, but in terms of what comes next, I don't know exactly. I think I at least probably won't play any Nuzlocks for a while. I had a lot of fun with this. I started Lucid Run last week, or maybe it was Monday. I think it might have been Monday or Sunday, but I don't know if I'm going to go forward with it just because I start a new job in about 2.5 weeks. It's going to be a pretty big time commitment. It's working like 50, 60 hours a week. And between that, like going to the gym, trying to have a social life, and just working on some other things that I want to do, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the time for this. I might like Discord demon some stuff, just like maybe record stuff for like Lucid or Terra Emerald when it comes out, but not 100% sure. Probably not going to take my streaming setup, so my desktop and my mic with me. Because also moving into a new apartment, I kind of picked up with a project that I kind of put to the side a little bit while I was finishing out this run, but that was a lot of fun. And I really want to like commit to working on that a little bit more going forward. So we'll see what life has in store with me when it comes to Nuzlocke and streaming. I'll probably send something. You'll probably either see me go live or send something in whole chord. But yeah, not too sure what the future has in store for me. But yeah, the fact that I started this game 11 months ago is insane to me. 11 months, so much has changed and so much has stayed the same at the same time. I think I've learned a lot about myself that I think is going to do me a lot of good going forward into this next year, and experienced a lot. It wasn't easy. It was definitely hard at times. Went through some really rough patches that Run&Bun helped me through, but also had some rough patches that were probably induced by this game. But it was still such a fun game, man. Like, I know everyone glazes the shit out of this when they beat it, but I got a little sick of truck, that's for sure, if you look at my attempt count. But a lot of the late game calcs, even steering, even missing shit, like earlier this stream, was so much fun. The community in so many parts is so awesome. Like, huge shout out to Whole Chord. They were invaluable to prepping this Elite Four, prepping fights, teaching me about a lot, and just in general being a really fun group of guys. Do have to call out a little bit. There is definitely a fair amount of toxicity in the community. I think more should be done about it. More should be called out. But it's understandable why it came about. I think like a lot of the people that I see being a little more toxic, I can understand where it comes from. Would encourage a little bit of self-reflection among those people. Touch the grass, hit the gym, get some therapy. But like as a whole, this community has come so far. I know a lot of people say that, you know, the game is solved, everything's veg now, like beating the game doesn't matter anymore. I disagree so wholeheartedly. I think even so late into Run&Bun's life cycle, people are still coming up with new tech, improving on old lines, and bringing you guys, even if they're kind of jobbers. Like, I literally mentioned 2 guys at the start of stream that I think have a lot of potential. And yeah, like, people take old lines, improve on them, and I think that's beautiful. Like, in just thermal storytelling, there's oftentimes the sentiment that there's no new story, right? Like, every story has been told before, but does that mean there's no reason to, like, give your own twist on something or tell a story that needs to be told? No, absolutely not. And I think that's very much the case for Run&Bun as well. And yeah, this game's been fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. I don't want this like to be construed as like me saying like L community to community shit. Like, every community is gonna have its issues, like things that are good and bad, like things that are taken too far or not reined in enough. But yeah, just a little more accountability never hurt anyone. But yeah, I don't think I have too much more to say. I'm just so happy, so fucking happy that I was able to finally accomplish this. It's a huge weight off my chest. I spent a lot of the past week so excited, but also really nervous, and for good reason. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Thank you so much, Colt. Thank you so much. Yeah, you've been a G since day one. And I'm so excited to see what you have cooked up next, even though I do know a couple of things. So yeah, feel free to go live, send me a message on Discord once you're live, and I will raid right into you. I'll just burn a couple of minutes as, I'll just burn a few minutes until you send me the message, so yeah. My gosh. I guess I can update the death counter, right? We're at 40 deaths. Death box review? I'm clicking the button now with the 10-minute timer. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, we can do a quick death box review. We can indeed do a quick death box review. Thank you guys so much for the congrats. Appreciate it a lot. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Like, streaming honestly helped me improve so much of the game. Like, I 100% would have wiped because I did not know about the Lepaberry interaction if I did not have this community. I don't remember who told, I think it was Sri and Amicam that shouted me out on that, but I would have wiped if I had Discord Demon this. Yeah, we can do a quick death box review. And just some of the guys. So I would say the most defining death I had was early Togedemaru. Togedemaru died to double high roll crit on Brawly. This is the guy. He died to double high roll crit on Brawly, as I said. Into, I believe it was hitting a range on Pursuit, into, I think, winning a tie with Pursuit and Slow Kill. So about 1 in 6,000, I believe it was. But I still continued the run because I had just simply the GOAT early game box. I had Hamilton, Eldegoss, Talonflame, this guy, Vivillon, Ampharos, and Quillfish. Absolutely insane early game box. Carried the fuck out of me. Because I lost that, I had to sack Breloom to CRR. Poison Heal guy, like literally min speed, which I think induced a steer on Watson because he's min speed and slower than the eel. These guys were sacked to Norman. This was Thick Fat guy. I think that's pretty shit. I was stupid and forgot to equip a Shed Shell, so I lost this guy to a Wild Basket Legion. Sacked to LCR. I've sacked 2 Diggersby's to LCR. Boomed these guys in Pyre, scaled Misty Explosion because I did not get another Boomer. Absolutely phenomenal for Winona. I chose to save this guy instead of Quillfish on Norman. I had to choose between sacking these two, and I sacked Quillfish, and this potentially saved my Pyre tag. So, big dub. I had a 75% chance to save this guy on Hellroom Grunt 1, but he got the 25% and died. Sacked Tab 1, 1 death Tab 1, 4 death Maxi 2 for Tab 2. Tab 2 was my previous PB, and I broke through there. These 4 were all sacked to Maxi 2 for a riskless Maxi 2. This was sacked to Starmie in Aqua Hideout. I got double crit by the fucking fish on Admin Matt, so I had to sack this guy. Sacked to Preston Mora, sacked to Tate and Lies. This guy was actually crazy. I probably could have used a tech to teach this guy, what's it called? Psycho Shift, to PP stall the Swampert in Seafloor Cavern. If I didn't sack him to TNL, I still was able to PP stall it with Hydreigon and Corviknight. But I had to use a scale on Corviknight's speed there, which was a bit of a bummer. That scale would have been useful in a few places on this E4, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But I still made it work. That was one of the cooler cooks I had. And on this E4, Hydreigon did his best impression of Corviknight with Defog and Roost, even though I never clicked Roost. So I hoped Wing would enjoy that one, which I hope he did. This was sacked to Courtney to play around 5% Memento. This was sacked to Space Tag. This was sacked to Dumb Shit on the fucking Shell Smash trainer. I almost wiped that guy. I don't remember what I did, but I ended up just... Or no, I didn't wipe. This was riskless if I just sacked this guy, but these 3 were all sacks to Archie 2. I had no deaths on Shelly 2 because of, or courtesy of Slow King and Ja, because I did not have B on this run. Instead, I got the Hustle Durant that you saw picked up 3 kills on Rayleigh and Ian, and almost came to this Elite 4. I got this shitter on 127, sacked him to Juan. I almost wiped to the O2 trainer, which is the first double battle in VR, but I got through it sacking these 2, which sucked. So Omastar was pretty mick. Pulled it for Juan, got the 10% on like 128 or whatever it is, and it was Shell Armor 2, which is mick. I was a little tilted after this battle and lost Masquerade to being stupid. I lost this guy to a Salakberry on optionals because I'm dumb. Hamilton was my second kill leader. I think he had 110 kills at the end. Ape almost had 300, to be fair, so I've also just lost this guy to just completely missing something. I think a Cinderace in optionals. This thing was also optionals, dumb shit, sacked, as you can see. This guy also died to optionals. I need to show you guys this guy. So, as you guys can see here, I got this at Mount Pyre. Not Game Corner, Mount Pyre. This is my Game Corner Kainos Hydreigon. And look at these IVs. I did not scale bulk. This guy came as relaxed with 2 IVs off max bulk. I scaled nature to naughty, attack and speed, and darts. Absolute mixter. So kind of bookended my run with those 2 deaths, Togi and Pult. But a lot of carries here as well. Prim honestly fills a somewhat similar role to Golly as a Gloomon that can pivot really well. But my Prim is pretty dog shit. I use Azu almost as much as this guy because, well, look at these fucking IVs. Natty, Jolly Guts Bear, scaled the attack and speed in Rust Surf Tunnel. Wasn't insane on a ton of boss battles, but enabled a lot of really cool stuff on some difficult, like, just intermediate trainers. Excadrill did a lot of good stuff in the mid-game. Blaziken was really close to coming, as I said, but yeah, still sad that I couldn't make these 2 work, but it is what it is. And yeah, some cool guys here. Corviknight was really nice. And of course, we got Ja, my goat. But yeah, that was the run. That was the box. I'm gonna go raid into Colt, who is running up his Elite Four right now. So go wish him some love. And he honestly has a much cooler E4 than I do. So yeah, like his E4 is so much cooler than mine. Go wish him some love and wish him some love. Thank you guys for stopping by, and yeah, see you guys maybe next time. Who knows if there'll ever be another stream. Bye guys, thanks for stopping by. Oh wait, the timer still has to run its course. Ah shit, I'm forgetting. I can't. Alright, bye-bye guys.